good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Hurls and Smalls show. It's been a while. I was saying before we started, it feels like it's been longer than it actually has been. Like it feels like it's been longer than it actually has been. It's only been a week, but to me it felt like it was like earlier today. I was like, dang, we're really recording today. Like it feels like we haven't done this in a couple of weeks. But we literally only missed one episode. I don't know if we want to get into why we missed the episode, but we're here we are. We're back. That's all that matters. We apologize for no episode last Friday, but we're back. Okay. To our regular scheduled program. But before we get too deep into the episode, I got to see how my main man is doing over there. Beard growing back in, so he's looking cuter and cuter by the day. Brady, how you doing, man?
He says that he doesn't know if we want to get into what. I even did it when I'm just like you're introducing me. I lean forward to do that.
Yeah, you do it all the time.
He said he doesn't know if he wants to get into why we didn't record last episode, as if it was some big deal.
I said that and I was like, okay, it's not like somebody got sick or passed away, or it's like it was literally nothing like that.
There's just nothing to talk about, and I gotta be a little honest. Because I thought my brother was going to have to stay that night. So that's why I hadn't texted you earlier in the day. Because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do the episode. And I got home from work and my mom said that they weren't coming. And then I kind of just waited to see how long in the day it would get before you finally said something. Uh-huh. And you still ain't say shit. So we was just going to get into it. And you was just going to fucking... I don't know what we would have talked about.
I really don't. It would have had to have been an hour-long waffle or some shit. I really don't know what we would have talked about. But yeah, you had texted me and I thought about it a couple times throughout the day, but then I got to work and like that's like kind of like just left my mind for a bit because obviously I was working, so I was just focused on that shit. Then you texted me and I was like, holy shit, we really don't have anything. And I was like, fuck. And then that's when I texted you. I was like, okay, give me like 20 to 30 minutes. I'll try to think of something. And that ended up being a day where I left early. Like I left early. So I was like, we would have, because I told you I went to go bowl with my brother. So like it would have been a night where we would have recorded pretty early in the night. It wouldn't have been 1 a.m. like it is now if we would have had something. But like I said give me 20, 30 minutes. I couldn't think of anything. I texted you saying it's chalked, and you were the happiest man alive. It was the let's go. Don't you dare make that face. It was a let's go. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't mad at it either because I got to go bowl with my brothers and I had my brother. I don't know why I said brothers, but my brother, and I had a pretty good time. So.
It wasn't even a let's go of not filming because I do love filming the podcast. And as you said, missing one episode, it feels like we haven't been here in forever. Mm-hmm. But it was just like we don't have anything. I feel bad just talking for an hour about nothing because I know Dark's still gonna watch the whole thing, and he just getting brain rot for an hour. But I ended up playing in the tournament that night and just fucking wasting my time.
Is that the one where I texted you the next morning about? Bro, like, you don't understand. I was sitting here dying laughing, bro. That shit was so... And by the way, bro, your player looks so fucking weak, bro. I was sitting here looking at him like, bro, Smalls guy, if this was pickup basketball, bro, I would never pick that guy on my fucking team. He looks so motherfucking weak. Bro, you don't understand how high... I was sitting here in my room by myself because it's not like it was it was a live stream, but I was watching the VOD. So I'm getting turned by myself. You hit that big three in the corner, and I'm like, hell yeah, there go my boy. That's why I had to rewind it. I sent you the video of you hitting the shot. I'm like, look at my boy Smalls in that clutch three. Couple minutes go by and you pull that bullshit where you reach up three when the team has 2 seconds left or some shit, and P hits the wide open three, and I'm like, no, the fuck he didn't. And
the worst part is, his ass tried to blame me like I was the reason we lost. Mike, if I wasn't there, we get blown out, bro.
And I was watching all those games. Mike's off-ball defense is fucking atrocious. He just leaves his man wide open all the time. And then you guys and the rest of the guys will be like, whose man was that? Who the fuck was that? And Mike just sitting there quiet, knowing damn well it was his man that he just left, bro. But yeah, I was dying laughing watching that entire VOD, bro. Y'all were killing me, man. I was so happy for you when you hit that shot, and then you went and did that bullshit.
I won last one though, so that's what it is. I didn't do a damn thing in last one. I got my ass carried.
As long as you won, don't matter. Don't matter how you win, as long as you do it.
We had P, Click, Kobe, and Jordy, and I don't know if you know.
That sounds like I don't know them, but that sounds like a pretty good team.
P and Click are very good together. Mm-hmm. Kobe is phenomenal, and he was the 5th-round pick. And then Jordy just like,
Did he just show up late or some shit?
no, he had just said in the chat he was playing, but he wasn't in the BC. So like, I don't think anybody else realized he was playing.
Okay. Did you guys sweep the whole way through?
We swept first series, and then we played game 1 against Momentum and beat them by 30. And then they started the second game. We were up 9-3, and Momentum lagged out. And Pierre was like, just give us a 6-point lead. And they're like, okay, we'll give you two wide open threes. We start the game, and they contest us immediately and then take a layup on the other side. And P was like, we not fucking doing this shit, dog. He quit out right away, and he was like, put my name in the accolades. We not playing this game. Fuck y'all. He was pissed, bro.
He just left the game.
Immediately.
That is crazy.
And I didn't blame him, but it was like, just gets the 3 next possession.
You still could have got the 6-point lead, even though they went and got the layup. You could have just went in. But hey,
they weren't beating us though, so
that's whatever. But yeah.
So if you're watching this, leave a like, leave a subscription. I hate saying subscription, but like leave a subscribe doesn't make sense. So hit the subscribe button, but I don't like that either. So subscribe if you're new, sure, and leave a comment. We're always in the comment section. But me and Herlins have an announcement for the month of April. And if anybody else wants to join in, we can send you to the little step up thing.
And a lot of you guys,
but the two of us
in it. So if you're already in it and want to join, you still can.
And you can compete, but you're not joining the money. Me and Herlins got $50 for who can take the most steps in the month of April. And for reference, he's up 200,000 on me in the month of March. So it's like,
yeah, I had 21,000 today, 21,800.
I had like 12.
No, you was decent today. You was decent, almost 13K.
Do we want to talk about what I had on Saturday?
But as Small said, we're gonna competing who can get the most steps for the month of April. I told him that I don't know why he's doing this. I don't think it's gonna be close. But apparently this is the time where his job just kind of ramps up and maybe he'll get a lot more steps. So we'll see. No, it's not.
That's July.
Oh, that's July. Oh, so you're just gonna be walking more. The weather's just getting better, so you're just gonna be walking more. Is what you're saying?
Probably not.
So you're just throwing away $50? What are we doing here?
I'm gonna make myself. I said probably not till the weather getting better because it feels like the weather never gonna get better. We had a day of 70 and it was beautiful out. And I think I even came on here and was like, yeah, it was nice out today. Every day since has been like 45 and windier than hell, 36 degrees wind, or 36 mile per hour wind. Can't fly if you wanted to. It's just miserable.
All right.
But the plan for today is just like every other Monday. We're going to do our draft. He's going to guess the last 4,000 passer, and then we're going to do our prospects. And before we get into that, we'll have talk about a little bit of news.
It's like Dark is in here watching us do this because he just sent me a message on Step Up with the mad face emojis. You guys can't. He's with the mad because I just barely passed him. He had like 21,200 or something, and I finished with 21,800 on the day. So he's upset about that. It's like he's in here watching us. But yeah. But,
Dark, save it till April.
Yeah, he got a new job, so he's getting a lot more steps these days. But before we get too deep, before we even start onto that, football stuff or whatever, if you know me, I tore my ACL back in 2020. And look at him. And since then, I've maybe hooped 10 times since then. My last time was back in August when I was in Jacksonville. It wasn't like I played basketball, but we weren't hooping. We weren't like running full court or anything serious. So Sunday was my first time back, like a back running, full runs, bunch of games. And I was fucking ass. I could not hit the side of a fucking barn. I sent the snap to the guys afterwards. I maybe shot like 1 for 25 from 3 on the day. But what I will say in this
That's about right.
In this 1v1 with Smalls, just let me get my shot back. I'm strapping Smalls up. Defensively, I was all over the place. I was all over the fucking place. My help defense was fucking because my cousin was on the other team and he's a bigger guy. So we had one of my friends on him and like he couldn't keep up with him. So we were kind of not doubling, but it's like I was just helping off of my guy because my guy couldn't really shoot. So I was helping off of him. And my rotations were fucking elite. So but that the rotations won't matter obviously in a 1v1. But just know my foot speed, my hands, my defense, I'm locking Smalls up in the 1v1. I may not give him a bucket back on the other side, but it may just end 0-0. We might just be like, fuck it, we just gonna get out of here because nobody's scoring. That's all I'm gonna say. My defense was fucking elite that day, but I couldn't hit the side of a fucking barn, dog.
I'm just gonna shoot over you.
I grabbed a. How tall do you think you think I'm fucking 5'5"?
Motherfucking 5'9". Think he can guard me?
That's funny you say that because there's like a 6'6" guy, like, and they were like, play up on him because he was just sparking that bitch in my face, and he was quicker than me, so he was gonna get past me. So I was giving him a little bit of space, and I was trying to contest, if he goes up for that shot. So it's game point. It's like we're going up to 15. It's like 13, whatever. So a 2 wins it. He goes like 6 steps behind the 3-point line, and then like, yes, I said I was gonna step up, but no defender's guarding a shooter back there unless they're fucking Steph Curry. So I let him shoot, and he fucking drills it. It's like he was dunking shit on us, 6'6" built, shooting threes from the fucking half court line. So there was nothing I could have done, and he was fucking us up all day. And there was, I forget his name, but my friend was telling me that he used to hoop for Ball His Life. He lost an arm. I forget his name. It's Zach something. Yeah, and he was fucking sparking it on us. He was killing us. He was killing us with one arm. He was out there hooping on us. And he was another guy that was like 6'4", so we were getting our asses killed. And, but fuck dude, by the way. Fuck dude. Because I had next, because I was waiting for my 2 boys to get off of work, and we were going to run at threes, because we were running 3-on-3 at first. So the one-arm dude, it's Zach something. He used to play for Ball His Life. Somebody may know him. But he came up to me. He's like, "Yo, you got next? Like, am I? You trying to run with me? I mean, you want to pick me up?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got 2 coming. If we do 4s or if we went full, I'll pick you up. But I got 2 coming." And I could tell just based off the way the facial reaction he gave me, he probably thought I was lying, didn't want to pick him up because he had 1 arm. But it was none of that. I literally had 2 people coming, like they're right around the corner. So the game starts, and he sees me on the court with these 2 people. He's like, "Oh, that's what we on." And I'm like, "Dog, I said I had 2 coming." So he gets downs on that game, but once he gets downs, he's like, "You better win this game because I'm coming to whoop your ass." And I'm like, "Dog, I said I had 2 coming, so what the fuck are you on about, bro?" Like, he was so upset. Like, going to play basketball at the courts, people get so upset and so butthurt if you don't fucking pick. Like, I don't know you, first of all. I don't fucking know you, so I don't owe you anything to pick you. And second of all, I said I had 2 coming. So, Zach, whatever the fuck your name is, you used to hoop for fucking Ball His Life. Fuck you. Now let's get into some football, baby.
I cannot wait till football come back. This Friday, Kellen Mond takes the field.
For our Brahmas.
Which is in the city of
San Antonio.
And you're going to be locked in.
We'll see.
And you going to be locked in.
Yes, sir.
If I'm watching SmackDown every week, you going to fucking watch the Brahmas.
SmackDown been decent.
SmackDown weak as fuck.
Can I ask you something, Brady? I know I said that was the last thing before we got into football. But for the month, March 1st, you want it to be at a certain weight. So we're 25 days into March. I want to see how you are, 25 days.
The exact same.
Is it like, have you been trying, but like it just hasn't been any progress, or just not been giving a fuck?
Not been giving a fuck.
All right, let's get into football.
And like that's not completely true, because I try to keep my calories down a little bit, but then I'll get home. So my mom pisses me off because she work in the hospital, right? And she gets her employees like little candy, and then she leaves them at the house, and it's like, "Mom, I love you to death, but candy is my fucking weakness, and I have asked you over and over again to not leave it in the house, because like the little Easter Reese's eggs,
yeah,
I'll eat like 4 of them in a row, and it's like, damn, that was like 600 calories, just 4 bites,
yeah,
and that's a third of my calories, and cannot wait to be on my own. A new season of quarterback was announced. Are you going to tune in?
No, probably not.
Oh,
probably not.
But it's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I know. Probably not. Somebody asked me about this.
But you enjoyed receiver.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. So I watched receiver and I enjoyed it, but I stopped right after the NFC Championship game because they did it the year we went to the Super Bowl and lost. So I've never finished receiver. I've never seen the part of us losing the Super Bowl or anything like that. I stopped right after the NFC Championship game because I just didn't want to go through the heartbreak again. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see the guys walking off the field sad. So that's where I stopped. But I enjoyed receiver, but I just didn't watch up until after the NFC Championship game. But I never watched the first season of quarterback, so I don't know if I'm gonna watch this season of quarterback.
Why are we getting Kirk Cousins again? Like he was on the first season.
Is that a problem? Maybe no one else wanted to do the shit. Why?
What do you mean? Is that a problem?
Yeah, that is a problem. No, you're right. You're right. That is a problem. It is a problem that we're getting Kirk Cousins twice.
His ass so fucking weak, dog. All right.
Such a hater.
There were some suggestions from NFL teams for new rules. We'll see what you think about them. First one, the Lions suggested to make automatic first downs for defensive holding and illegal contact.
I understand the argument for this one because like you have like it seems like the offensive penalties are kind of favored like it's not like they're holy shit like they're one side is favored more than the other, like so you have some penalties that are a spot of the ball or automatic first down while others are just loss of 5 yards or some shit like that. So I understand it, but I'm in favor of just keeping the rules the way they are. I don't think they swing the game in anyone's favor. It's always so funny when you do that. Like we're fucking sponsored. But I think we just keep the penalty yardage and shit like that how it is.
The Lions also suggest that the postseason format should change for the 1 seed to
Absolutely
be most.
not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Let me finish. 1 seed is most wins, automatic bye. 2 through 7 are just based on record. No wild card, no divisions.
That's fucking awful. That is awful. That is like divisions mean so much to the NFL. Like it's such a big thing of the NFL. Like the NBA has divisions, but no one gives a fuck about that. Like literally no one. But the NFL divisions are like the biggest thing. The rivalries, playing them 2 times a year, having the division record. Like, yeah, we all get mad, and like I get mad when the fucking 8 and 9 team makes the playoffs and they're the 4 seed because they won their division. But it be like I'm fine with that. Divisions just matter so much in the NFL. I don't want them to get rid of that and have it useless to where the NFL to where the NBA is. Because if we do that, there's no point in even having divisions. It should just be just all 16 teams, just a conference or anything. And there would be no point for divisions if we're not going to base it off of division winners and just record.
I agree. I think divisions matter so much. Packers suggest to ban the tush push.
Nah. You probably had a better argument last year, but then you saw some teams try and do it this year, like Buffalo, and like it just didn't work as well as the Eagles. So nah, and even the Eagles, it didn't work as well as it has in the past couple of years because they lost Jason Kelsey. They're doing it with Cam Jurgens now. So nah, I'm fine with the tush push.
The Eagles suggest that the regular season overtime should be the same as the postseason.
That I agree with. I don't know why it's only for the postseason. Ties shouldn't be a thing, so I would like to see that. You just keep on going, and both teams should be able to get the ball. So yeah, I think it should just be the same for as the playoffs are.
All right, let's get into the news that has happened in the past week. The Chicago Bears signed Devin Duvernay for 1 year from the Jags. Good job. The Bengals signed Lucas Patrick, the center from the Saints. Started for the Saints for a long time. I think that's a good pickup for them. The Cleveland Browns determined to put $2 billion into a dome stadium. And I think that sucks because I think the AFC North should play in the snow.
All of them just play in the snow.
They hate each other so much.
Mm-hmm. My brother always making fun of them being called the hood of the NFL, and they really are. And now you get like a guy like DK in there. Yeah, so yeah. Shout out to the AFC North. But I guess. I don't really care.
And the Browns signed Tevin Jenkins from the Bears. I think that's lovely. The Dallas Cowboys, they didn't make any no transactions, but I would like to read a quote out to you. I was strapping all them boys. I thought I was making the team, but Dallas don't make a lot of good decisions, so they traded me. Do you know who said this quote? Tarvarius Ward.
He did. I remember seeing. No, I don't like not the quote, but I remember seeing pictures of him with the Cowboys. He was there before he was a Chief. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, I remember seeing pictures of him in the practice squad or something like that.
The Detroit Lions re-signed Craig Reynolds. They bring in Rocky Sin from the Niners, and they bring in Avonte Maddox from the Eagles. I think Avonte Maddox is a phenomenal pickup. No? All right. The Green Bay Packers.
Shit to say.
The Green Bay Packers signed McCole Hardman from the Chiefs and Robert Rochelle from the Chiefs. The Houston Texans, finally something that actually fucking matters. The Houston Texans signed Cam Robinson to 1 year, $12 million from the Vikings.
Finally, you do
Cool.
something for that offensive line, yeah.
He kind of sucked for the Vikings, but he's been good everywhere else. They re-signed Daniil Hunter to 1 year, $35.5 million.
Shout out to Daniil Hunter.
Do you know what I could do with $35.5 million?
$35.5 million.
I could live
That's
the rest of my
insane.
life on that shit.
Bro, and that's because me and my friends last night, we're like, there's a road by us called A1A where it's like all like the big mansions are like on the beach, and it's like where you see where Oprah used to live, like Donald Trump used to have a house over here. So it's like we were driving past them, and it's like, holy fuck, like what do you even do in that big of a house? Like I don't like. You can't even manage that entire house. Like you don't know what's going on in this side of the house and this. Like it's just too much to just look over. It's ridiculous, man. To have that much money, I couldn't imagine.
No one man should have all that power. They bring in offensive tackle Trent Brown for 1 year. Shut the fuck up.
Former Niner.
1 year, $3 million. $3 million from the Bengals. They're bringing in several vets onto their offensive line, so good job. The Jacksonville Jaguars offensive tackle Fred Johnson 1 year from the Eagles. Motherfucker is 6'7", 326 pounds. So good job, Jags. Chiefs re-signed Charles Omenihu for 1 year, $7 million. The Chargers bring in Andre James from the Raiders, center. Stays in the division. Started a lot of games for the Raiders. And then they bring in Tyler Conklin from the Jets, 1 year, $3 million. And maybe I don't like Tyler Conklin, but I like him more than Will Dissly. So
maybe Justin
Herbert. The Rams re-signed Akella Witherspoon,
former Niner.
The Minnesota Vikings. They bring in Jeff Okudah. They did it. They signed him, and it makes me happy. And they're gonna use him properly, and he's gonna flourish, and he's gonna make a lot of money.
They're gonna be an All-Pro.
Oh, that's my man's. They turned down multiple calls for JJ McCarthy. They're moving forward with him as the future, which means they are out on Aaron Rodgers. They officially signed Rondell Moore from the Cardinals, and then they had internal discussions with Ryan Tannehill. And it's kind of crazy. We haven't heard Ryan Tannehill's name in a long time. His ass better than Jimmy G.
It's a crazy stray on Jimmy G, but all right. Like Jimmy G did not deserve that.
The Patriots continue their absolute masterclass of an offseason. They bring in Garrett Bradbury for 2 years, $12 million from the Vikings.
Damn, it's been that long I feel like that happened like 2 weeks ago. It's been that long since we recorded. Holy shit. Dang.
He isn't the best in the world, but he's cool. And then they bring in Jack Gibbons for 1 year from the Titans. He was there with Vrabel. And then Stephon Diggs visited. And as my favorite player in football, going to my second childhood team.
All you had when you said that was funny.
And then the dog shit, absolute trasher bin, dumpster fire of an organization that should just get sold and go to hell. The New Orleans Saints bring in Brandon Cooks for 2 years, $13 million from the Cowboys. They drafted him in the first round in 2014. I don't know why you're giving him that much money when you fucking blow. And he's older than dirt.
Was like, Frosty, the guy who's happy about anything the Saints do, he's like, why the fuck did we just sign Brandon Cooks?
Frosty, the guy that was happy with Jawan Johnson getting $35 million a year.
That Frosty, yep.
And then they bring in Dylan Raduns from the Titans. The Giants might be a Super Bowl contender.
Who said? I saw that. Who said that?
What?
Oh, you're not even talking. I saw somebody say if they. Shit. Oh, it was just Jameis. Yes, somebody said it wasn't Super Bowl contender. Don't be surprised if they make the playoffs if they bring in Jameis. I forget who it was though. It was a player. It was a player too, and I damn near wanted to fucking slap the guy. And now the fact that you said Super Bowl contender, I damn near want to fucking slap you too. But continue.
The New York Giants signed Lil Jordan Humphrey to a 1 year deal from the Denver Broncos.
Shout out Lil Jordan.
Wide receiver 2 beside Malik Neighbors. With Lil Homie over there. You're going to have Lil Homie and Lil Jordan? That's crazy.
You talking about, what's his face? Rondell Moore? Oh, no, Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson, sorry. I'm saying Rondell Moore.
It's Alexia.
Bro, that shit used to kick my ass all the time when I used to work at the register at CVS. I'd be like, yeah, so your change is $1.19 and it's $1.91. It get me all the fucking time, bro. Man, bro, it's terrible. And you just gotta make fun of me.
And then they bring in James Winston for 2 years, $8 million, and he's like top 5 in the whole league. So I don't know why he's so cheap, but shout out James.
He gonna go throw another 30 for 30. Next.
The Philadelphia Eagles. No transactions, but legendary Brandon Graham retires.
Enjoy retirement. Take notes.
I got another quote for you. I ain't doing that darkness retreat. I don't need any of that crap. Either you want to be a Steeler or you don't. It's that simple. That's the pitch.
Mike T. Was that his quote?
Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward. Oh, okay.
Aaron Rodgers made an official visit. He was there for 6 hours. Mike Tomlin wants him pretty bad, but Aaron Rodgers was waiting on the Vikings, and the Vikings told him to kick the curb.
Fuck off. So, Dark, get ready to learn Aaron Rodgers.
The weak ass, bum ass, shitty ass, stank ass. Nobody wants to root for this team ass. San Francisco 49ers sign Siren Neal. 2 years from the Dolphins. How do you say his name?
Couldn't tell you. I don't give a fuck what that team do no more. I'm ready for the draft.
Fair.
I'm over free agency. Can we fucking give Brock Purdy his fucking money, or are we gonna do the same shit we've done with everybody else and drag it to the fucking first day of the fucking season, bro? Fucking pay him, man.
Cooper Kupp gets number 10 from Uchenna Nwosu for a donation to his foundation. They signed River Craycraft from the Dolphins, and they bring in Eric Saubert from the Niners. The Titans signed. I said from the Niners, so you didn't have to say former Niners. The Titans signed Lorenzo Carter, edge from the Falcons. The Commanders signed Michael Gallup out of retirement. All right, let's do our draft. A
lot of former Niners today.
The whole fucking league is a former Niners.
Today we are landing on.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my
second round of the NFL draft. Breaking news from Sam Sharania. USC phenom Juju Watkins has suffered a torn ACL in her right knee. She will undergo surgery. Get well soon, Juju Watkins.
Yeah.
And get well soon, Jason Tatum. Saw you roll your ankle pretty bad today. Did I see her ACL tear? No, I didn't. It was nasty.
It was just. It wasn't nasty, but like she was going up for a layup and like it rolled up under or whatever you want to call it, and she was just fucking. She rolled it back immediately and was just screaming.
Was it one of those where it's like she fell back and her leg kind of like she fell back like on her, like, you know what I mean?
No, it didn't look like it was bad. Like the injury didn't look bad. Her reaction was just like, damn, she knows that it's over.
Yeah. It's the worst when you see like Victor Oladipo when he got hurt again and they just sit there and like they already know. That's the absolute worst. But Chris Godwin. Yeah, we're doing the second round of the NFL draft. Let me go to my big board. I'm pretty sure there were some pretty decent. Yeah, there's some pretty decent players in this one. I don't remember who had the first overall pick in the last draft. Was that the third round we did last draft?
Oh, that was the third round we did last draft, and I took Fred Warner.
Yeah,
so it's on you.
So it was you. Okay, so with the first overall pick in the second round,
do it, and I'm chop your balls off
of the NFL draft. I will be taking.
No, you're not.
There's quite a few future Hall of Famers in this list, but I'm gonna be taking a multiple-time Super Bowl champion. Probably the best defensive tackle in the league right now. I will be taking Chris Jones.
Chris Jones was not on my list.
Here we go again. Here we fucking go again, bro.
That's bogus. He should have definitely been on my list. That's a good pick out of you. Out of the 2016 NFL draft class, I will be taking with 11,423 rushing yards. Derrick Henry.
For sure. Good pick. Michael Thomas was a second round pick. Just in case you didn't know, you take him. I know that's your guy. With
you laughing? He's on my board.
And that's not a fucking troll. With my second overall
Not at
pick,
all.
I will be taking your boy. You're a fan of your big receivers. I'll be taking one of the
No.
biggest, one of the best.
I know one of the biggest.
AJ Brown. I fucking hate you. AJ Brown, welcome to the team.
That means that for the first time, I will be taking one of them big motherfuckers on that offensive line.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
All right. Like, that is crazy.
You know who I was talking about?
Where is he? He's on the Eagles, right? Landon Dickerson?
Yeah. Out of the 2020 NFL Draft,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorites in the entire league.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to absolutely punch him in the head this season because I had him in fantasy football. It was a big week for me.
Yeah.
Rips off a huge run.
Yeah.
Drops the ball before he walks into the end zone.
Okay.
2020, give me Jonathan Taylor.
Very good pick. All right. Right now I got Chris Jones and AJ Brown. Got guys like Jimmy G here. You know, may take them, but I will be taking. Dang. I'm gonna take my quarterback here. There aren't too,
No.
You know, there aren't too many great options here. He's a Super Bowl champion now, Super Bowl MVP. Give me Jalen Hurts.
Asshole.
I got the duo of Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown.
Piece of shit.
Love you too, man.
That ain't what I said.
And when I was making this big board, I nearly skipped over Jalen Hurts. I had to go like I just did a second look at that that draft class and I saw him the second time. Shout out to you, Jalen Hurts, man. I become more and more of a fan.
So we're doing prime version of these guys, right?
Oh, is that how we've been doing it? Because you've definitely said some of my guys were washed. You know, they're not as good anymore. When I took Zadarius Smith, oh yeah, his ass definitely washed. When I took L'Jarius Sneed, man, his ass sucked now. But you know, I mean, do what you want.
I did not say that about Sneed. I did not say that about Sneed.
Do what you want.
So I got a guy on my board. No, we're not doing prime version.
Okay.
We're keeping it. I got a guy on my board who I don't think he can even walk right now.
He's on my board.
But I don't. Let me get one of the best defensive players in all of football.
Okay.
Little young buck over there in Detroit. Out of the
Yeah, that's a good
2023 NFL Draft, let me get Brian Branch.
That is a good pick. Okay. Chris Jones, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts. All right. I am going to be taking a guy. Dang.
As long as it's not my guy.
Dang. Fuck. You know, this guy, you know, he's that meme where it's that Lamborghini sitting in like a fucking mobile home garage or whatever it is. He's a straight up baller, but always been on a, you know, subpar Cardinals. I will be taking.
No, bro. I hate
that's
you
your guy.
so
That's your
much.
guy. I'll be taking
Yes.
Blue Baker. Welcome to the team.
And don't you dare talk about Kyler's team like that.
And bless you, by the way. Bless you.
Thank you. So, you know, there was a how many games he played in his career? In 1921, at the age of 33, there was a man named James Cook that played 2 NFL games.
Okay. You're taking James Cook?
Not the one from 1921.
Okay. That's a solid pick. That's a solid pick.
2022 draft class, James Cook. Absolute dog. As long as they let him play in the second half.
Please. Okay, with my 5th overall pick, I will be taking. He just got his bag.
Debo and shut up.
He just got his bag. Got paid to stay with his boys. Give me T. Higgins.
Okay.
Not
that
a
was
fan
my
of
next
that
pick too. Very big fan of that pick. So, I've made 4 selections, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to take a really good big fucker, which is not in my comfort zone,
Mm-hmm.
or do I keep going guys that like can do something when they get the ball?
Really good big
Thoughts?
fucker.
Really good big fucker.
Mm-hmm. Because I know who you're gonna take.
Who am I gonna take?
Creed. Yeah,
What about
yeah.
What about
No,
Lena
it's not
Dickerson?
Landon. You're gonna take Creed, so go ahead and take him. Go ahead and take him. Roger Goodell already said
Kinda,
it's in. The pick is in.
you kind of called my bluff.
Yep. Yep. Welcome
Out
to
of the
team.
2017 NFL Draft,
Oh.
I will be taking Joe Mixon.
Okay. I'm gonna make this one pretty quick. With my 6th overall pick, we're gonna load up at the receiver spot. I don't know how you're gonna guard AJ Brown, T. Higgins,
Bro,
and
can you
Devontae
please go
Adams.
fuck your? Oh, okay, cool. You can have his ass.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Like, he was getting ready. Can you please go fuck yourself? And realized I say Devontae Adams. Oh, okay, you can have him. Like, bro.
Yeah. So I got 2 picks left.
Wait. I
And
know you didn't think I was taking dude ass. I know you didn't think I was taking dude ass. Fuck no.
what?
He'll
Who's
be
dude
there.
ass?
He'll be there. The dude that just got traded this offseason. He'll be there.
So I've made 5 selections, right?
Uh-huh.
And number 7 is currently a free agent who previously played for the New Orleans Saints. So I got 1 selection left. So I would like to when we did first round, you let me take Zeke as like my assistant coach. May I take Michael Thomas as my assistant coach?
But he's not one of your picks. Like, he's not going to be pick 7.
See, if you don't let me take him as my assistant coach, he'll be my 7th pick.
So he
But like,
can be your assistant coach.
if he can wear my jersey but like not be a draft pick, that'd be
Up.
awesome.
Yeah, for sure. From the crowd though.
All right, so
crowd, because his ass ain't on no fucking football fields no more.
no, like he has to be on the field.
Okay. Fine. You can do that. You can do that.
I can't wait till he signs with the Ravens. So I'm between a couple guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take Rasheed Rice off my board. I don't want his ass.
Oh shit. All right. How can I ask you? How many guys do you put? Like, do you go overboard and put like a bunch of random guys that you know you're not gonna draft?
I usually put like 20, but for the 6th to 7th round, I did not get the 20 because them rounds are just weak as hell.
Like I have guys like Geno Smith on here, like Deion Dawkins, who would never get taken. Shaq Leonard. Oh, Drew Lock, by the way, 2nd rounder. If you wanted to take him.
Let me take Brees Hall off my board.
Like, you're not drafting him, you mean?
Let me take Deebo Samuel down.
Yeah, right. That's
his weak ass.
All right.
Let me take Landon Dickerson off. I'm not taking him.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick Chubb, wash.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Nick Chubb, though, one of the greatest ever.
Shout out.
I think I'm between Creed Humphrey,
Mm-hmm.
Trey McBride,
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah,
Mm-hmm.
and Antoine Whitfield.
All guys on my board.
You know, I usually don't take the big fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
But Creed Humphrey is one of my big fuckers. I liked him in the draft, and I still like him.
Okay.
So Creed, welcome home.
All right. So I drafted, 3 receivers.
Already know I'm the biggest.
We're not gonna go tight end. I could go Trey McBride, but we're good on the offensive side of the ball. So I will be going Antoine Winfield Jr.
Antoine Winfield.
Yeah.
You're a douche. Taking all my guys. Motherfucker don't even like AJ Brown.
Winfield. We just want talent over
here. We don't even like Buda Baker.
Shout out Booker. Booker. Holy. Shout out Buddha. Shout out Buddha.
With my 7th round pick,
Mm.
In the past I have been accused of being biased. And me personally, I don't think I'm that at all.
Me neither.
Like, with that said, out of the 2019 NFL Draft, I will be taking the man that makes $150 million over the course of 5 years. Out of Ole Miss, give me DK. Donkey Kong Metcalf.
Shout outs to DK. Might be your worst pick of the draft. Might be worse than the Michael Thomas assistant coach. So guys, we did draft Bobby Wagner, Darius Slay, Zach Ertz, Jimmy G, like I mentioned.
Yuck!
Debo, Byron Murphy, Jeremy Chin. I know that's your guy. Trayvon Diggs, Jalen Johnson, Xavier McKinney, Nick Bolton. That's about it. Trey McBride, Joey Porter, Sam Laporta. I know that's your guy too. But all right.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the Raiders.
For the
I think
Raiders,
they've had a really good offseason so far. Yeah.
shout out to the Raiders. My final team ended up being
I said that because of Jeremy Chin.
Chris Jones, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, Buda Baker, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, and Antoine Winfield Jr. I think I won this draft.
I ended up with. What did you say? Say it again.
Nothing. Go ahead. You ended up with
Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Brian Branch, James Cook, Michael Thomas, Joe Mixon, Creed Humphrey, and DK Metcalf.
That boy love him some running backs. I didn't realize you drafted 4 of them. Holy shit. We're strapping that shit up. What the hell?
So at the end of the 7 rounds, we're going to put all of our players that we drafted into Madden.
Ooh, that team is going to be hot fucking ass over there because 3 of them aren't going to get any fucking yards because Madden be so fucking ass. I don't even want to get into a Madden tangent, but I be doing my fucking Madden rebuilds and I got 2 decent running backs, but the second running back don't get no fucking carries. Is there a setting I got to switch to change that to where maybe it's not a split, but maybe the other guy gets some carries? There's a setting? What's the setting?
You can change how much like your backup comes into the game.
I had no clue because it's always like my backup running back has 13 carries on the season. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, now I know. Now I know. Maybe I'll get back into my Giants rebuild now. But what's up?
When I got Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley in the backfield, how are you gonna stop that?
Was that one of your drafts?
Yeah, that was my first round.
And was that a draft? That's a draft I took Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. How are you gonna stop that? How are you gonna stop that? We put Josh
Leave
Allen
2 of them on the bench.
Josh Allen at running back, Mahomes in that quarterback. What do you do? Man,
Kyle Hamilton go fucking blow their ass up.
But before we get into our prospect breakdown,
You got Jamar and Justin Jefferson.
You do with Lamar and Saquon. Did I draft any defenders in that round?
You had to have.
Holy shit. Damn, that don't sound like no regular cough. That's that cough where you got something in your not even like something in your throat, like some what's it called?
Duval.
All right, moving on. Oh no, I didn't draft I drafted Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons. all right, bro. But what divisions do we have left for the 4,000 yard passers?
We have the. Who's the 5th team in the Heats division? Is Hawks, Heat, Hornets?
Hold on.
Magic, but like.
I just want to say a big congrats to the Heat. Finally ended that losing streak, man. Maybe you guys can turn things in the right direction. I'm proud of you guys, man. To all of Heat Nation out there. Hopefully this, puts some smile on you guys' faces. Wiggins, shout outs to you, man. Clearly didn't put a smile on one of these guys' faces because look at him over there.
Why are you bringing them up?
You just brought them up, so I put it in my head.
I was just trying to think of the division.
It's the Heat, the Magic, the Hawks, the Hornets, and
see, I knew those 4, but I didn't know the 5th one.
Is it the Wizards?
It's the Raptors for sure.
No, the Raptors are Atlantic. The Raptors are in the Celtics division.
Yeah, I said I'm just kidding. When I said I'm just kidding.
I didn't hear that.
It probably meant that I was just kidding.
I think it's the Wizards in the Heat division as well. Does that make sense geographically?
It's the Wizards.
Okay.
Look at this photograph.
So now to the NFL division.
Every time I do it makes me laugh. We've done the NFC South, the AFC South, the NFC East, and the AFC East. You got Norths and Wests.
Give me North and West. Give me. Fuck it, we can do the NFC West today. Should be rather quick.
The NFC West means
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead.
Seahawks, Niners, Rams, Cardinals. Niners, the big cock Brock.
No.
Yeah, it is because he has the franchise record for passing yards, and I know the number off top. It's 4278. No, 4272, 4273. Am I close?
It doesn't start with a 7, though. It's 4280 on the dot.
Oh, fuck. All right. The Ram is Matthew Stafford.
The Ram is Matthew Stafford.
The Cardinal is
Safety warning.
Mr. Kyler Murray.
The fucker? Yo, bro, chill out.
What happened?
No, it's not Kyler Murray.
Kyler hasn't. Hey, Kyler. No more Call of Duty. No more fucking cookies. No more Dave Portnoy pizza reviews, bro. Lock the fuck in.
Kyler threw 39.71 in 2020 and then 38.51 this year.
So is it Carson Palmer?
It is Carson Palmer.
I used to love Carson Palmer, man. He was a little baller back in his day. The
That's
Seahawk.
weak.
That is not true. The Seahawk is Gino. I'm sure Gino did it.
Matt Stafford had 48.86 for the Rams.
Damn, 48.86.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I did not know he was slinging like that.
Yeah.
Pause.
But
Gino.
I was slinging like that.
Gino is my.
Carson Palmer had 46.71 for the Cardinals in 2015. Geno Smith, his career high.
I'm gonna say his career high is 46.
43.20, 42.82, and then 36.24 are his three seasons in Seattle.
Shout outs to Gino, bro. Like he just became a baller after being a fucking ass can with the Jets. All right.
It's the Jets.
Sam Darnold go back over there and he would have been balling still. But
they're lucky that they got a real dog over there now.
Nah.
They got that man.
Nah.
They got that man. They bust y'all ass. You better hope they don't play.
No, I don't think we do. Because we got a weak ass schedule next year. Like a weak ass schedule. That's my only.
Y'all was weak as fuck this year.
Yeah, that's why. Because we got a 4th place schedule. Like it's awful. I think we have the easiest strength of schedule next season.
Do the Jets play the Niners?
Just look up one of their 2025 opponents. Talk about do the Jets play the Niners?
I looked it up and ESPN doesn't have it updated. 49ers 2024 schedule. 2024. Bro, I don't know how to look it up.
Promise you I'll find it in my first Google search. 2025.
Is growling at me.
2025 schedule. Posted January 30th, 2025. Here we go.
Who will the Jets play in the 2025 season?
We don't play the Jets. Our schedule is easy as hell, bro. If we don't win like fucking 11 games, I'm gonna be pissed.
Nah, y'all got about 7.
The Falcons, the Panthers, the Jags, the Titans, the Bears, Browns, Texans, Colts, Saints, Giants, Bucks. Bro, if we don't win fucking 13 games, that booty ass schedule. That is so easy.
The Jets schedule light as hell too. They played the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Steelers, Browns, Broncos, Cowboys, Falcons, Panthers, and then they played the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. Ravens, Bengals are tough, but then the Jaguars, Tampa, and Saints.
So you're saying Justin Fields is going to be in the playoffs?
I'm saying Justin Fields is going to be MVP.
On to our prospect breakdowns. Do you mind starting? I have to find my guys.
My first guy, Danny Stustman, 22 years old. I found my guy.
Shut up.
I don't care. I'm going.
Go ahead.
Danny Stustman, 22 years old. Yeah, you can go.
Okay. My 3
I'm just kidding. I don't want to hear you talk. Danny Stustman, 22 years old.
That was good. That's like the Rock when he's like, it doesn't matter. That was good. That was decent. Go ahead.
6'3", 233-pound linebacker out of Oklahoma. And occasionally he wears... No, I'll get there. Some of his strengths are downhill. He is one of the best to do it, whether he's blitzing, whether he is attacking a pass catcher, whether he's just recognizing it's a run. When he's coming at you full head of steam, get the fuck out of his way. He's also incredibly intelligent. It helps in coverage, and he's just a natural born leader because of his intelligence. And then some of his weaknesses are his hips. They lie. They're stiff as a board. I don't like the.
Lie?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
I'm not a fan of the way he tackles. Like, even if it is the blitz, whether he's just attacking the run, like every time he tackles, it seems like he goes to the side of him and like arm tackles him too much. And I don't know how well that's gonna work at the next level. And then he kind of loses track of where he is sometimes in coverage, like dropping back in man and zone. He kind of just gets confused. And then he occasionally wears one of those like neck braces on his pads.
Back in the day.
And I think they're so ugly.
Ugly, yeah. I agree. It's like
this is one of the first prospects.
Van Der Esch had?
Not that big, but yeah, okay. Same. This is one of the first prospects since we started doing this that I haven't been a super big fan of.
Okay. My first guy, I think you said he was a dog. You said you liked him. One of your favorite guys. Maxwell Hairston. Cornerback, Kentucky. 5'11", 183. I'm fucking pushing him over. But we'll start off with some of his strengths. He does a great job at reading the quarterback's eyes and is able to jump passes, which is something I love to hear. If a quarterback's staring at a receiver, he's going to make that play, break on the ball, and maybe, come away with an interception. And I forget who I talked about it. I think last time we did this, but it was somebody that gets lost at a receiver's break at the top of their route. He's able to stick with receivers when they break in their route or at the top of their route, so he's able to, be sticky there, which I am happy to hear. And he has a good back pedal and change of direction, so he'll be able to. What are you doing over there? Because every time I look up, you look like we're doing something mischievous. And then now I see you taking a fucking jumper. That broke ass jumper, I'm locking that shit up.
100. Scared. Look at him, scared.
Look, give me
petrified.
Give me a couple months and ask me again. Give me a couple of let me get the shot back going and ask me again. Sorry, not to tangent. Say we're playing 5-on-5. Are you ever like bringing the ball up, initiating the offense?
It depends on who we playing with. I haven't played basketball in a long time.
Okay. So you're a shotgun.
Like I could. First couple shots are gonna miss for sure, but I know that I don't even have to guard you, so I'm gonna just get the ball back. Hey, and you know damn well we playing make it take it. So.
I won't lie. When I was hooping the other day, it was we don't gotta guard his ass. We don't gotta guard him, bro. I was like. Damn, man. And then my teammates, they keep my head up, swing it to me, and I'm in there fucking bricking, airballing.
We playing make it, take it, no rebounds?
Yeah, make it, take it for sure. No rebounds, that's up to you. That's up to you. I don't care. Yeah? Are we doing 3 dribbles?
No, you can dribble. Just
I'm probably only going to be doing 3 dribbles in that bitch. My bag is not that deep. I'm probably just shooting it off the checkup or some shit, but yeah.
His ass losing 11-0.
My bag ain't there on offense, bro. I told you I'm Al Horford. But some of the cons for the weaknesses for Maxwell Hairston. Doesn't do a great job at locating the ball in the air. That could be a problem on goal balls or something like that. If a quarterback's throwing it up and he's not able to track the ball in the air, that could be a problem. You're giving me a little squint. Is that something you want to?
We gonna stream the draft?
Ooh, look, I love the way you're thinking. I'm absolutely down to stream the draft. That's something I didn't even think about. I'm absolutely down to stream the draft.
You're not gonna be. You're gonna have to get off work though. It's like it's a Thursday, ain't it?
Thursdays are kind of spotty. I don't work every Thursday, so I'll be fine. And with Mania, I know plans are that we were gonna stream it, but it's on hold for now. I just don't know because now my brother's here, so it may be because he's gotten back into it, so he may want to watch it like all together. So I don't know right now, but odds are we still stream it. But the draft.
So if we're not streaming Mania, I'm just not gonna watch it.
That is insane. And part of me believes him. What else do I have? Not good in run support. Like everywhere I looked was like he is a 0 in run support. He is not helping at all. He's not doing nothing. If it ain't in the passing game, his ass is useless. So I would love to see that improve. And I had one other thing. Where is it? His hips flip too. You talked about your guy, his hips lie. I guess Maxwell Harrison's hips lie as well, because as a receiver, you want to get the corner and your defender his hips turned and have him go thinking you're going upfield, so he turns around and you can come back and stop on a little comeback route or whatever it is, a curl. So he flips his hips a little too easily, so he can be deceived by receivers at that point. So I would love to see that improve as well. And that's what I have for your boy Maxwell Harrison.
My next guy, Kevin Winston Jr., 21 years old. You haven't heard most of the names. 21 years old, 6'2", 215-pound safety out of Penn State. Ever since Ezekiel Elliott played collegiately, I've just had a little bit of a soft spot for anybody that has the crop top jerseys. And okay. I don't know why, but I think it's so tough. And not only does he have the crop top, but he's got like the back plate coming down with it, and it looks even cooler. Yeah. He knows when to unleash his aggression. So like he can be like a big hitter, but he doesn't fall in love with it too much to where it's going to get him out of plays in certain scenarios. He's great in the run game. He's one of the best tacklers in the entire class. If you look up secure tackler, his name, like when he's in Madden, if he doesn't have that, they're bogus. But I don't play MUT anymore, so I don't really care. And even if he isn't intercepting a ball, his arms are just kind of always in the way to bat it down. Now, one of his weaknesses is that even though he's good with his arms, his instincts to jump balls isn't the best, so he's not going to have a shit ton of picks, but he should have a lot of deflections. And then he had a partial ACL tear last year, so who knows if he'll be the same guy. And QB's eyes can kind of do him dirty, so if he's looking this way, he'll kind of, same thing you said with your guy, but the opposite.
Okay.
Now, your other two guys, I don't know a damn thing about them, so I'm kind of interested in what you're going to say.
TJ Sanders, defensive tackle, South Carolina, 6'4", 297. He's pushing me over. We'll start off with some of the basics. He has a powerful and super strong core, so he's not getting knocked off balance by any blockers. Blockers have a hard time. Have a hard time sealing him. So, like I said, with him having a powerful, strong core, it's tough for blockers to get up and into him. He's able to outpower blockers, guards, and he has a good blend of with defensive tackles. Is usually they're or just defensive linemen in general. It's like they're big pressure guys. They're getting pressure on the quarterback, or they just got the power and playing in the run game. He has a good blend of both. He's able to do a little bit of both, so he's able to get to the quarterback and play off a bit and help in the run game as well. My apologies. He has a vicious that like everywhere. I went to like 3 places, and it was his first strike, his first time getting his hands on his blockers are insane. It's vicious. He plays with a lot of violence, is what I read. Some of his weaknesses: his first step is not very good. It's kind of average, is what I read. His hands and feet don't play in unison. He doesn't have like his pass rush like down, I guess, but he is a college player, obviously, so I'm sure this will get better as he gets to the next level, but his hands and feet don't play at the same pace, so he may be not like just getting off of his break or just getting off his rush and his hands aren't there yet or his feet aren't there yet. So I would love to see them two play in unison together, whether he's making a swim move and his feet are adjusting to that and vice versa. And tight hips. This is with everybody we've talked about so far. His hips lie once again. His hips don't allow him to change direction very well. He's not very good, so he won't bend the edge or anything. He is a defensive tackle, but he won't bend the edge or anything like that. He won't bend past anybody or make any move with his hips or anything like that. So that needs to improve as well. TJ Sanders, DT.
I just hear defensive tackle and it's like,
I love a defensive tackle, and I love a defensive tackle that is good in the run game. That's like my fucking guilty pleasure.
Me too.
I love it. Because you don't see a lot of defensive tackles get a lot of like sacks, but when they're amazing in the run game, that's why DJ Jones, he's not a very like known player, but he used to play for the Niners. I loved him because he's just a big guy that's just good in the run game.
I miss big motherfuckers. Like I want these tackles to just be gigantic again. Like Vince Wilfork is my all-time favorite. I miss him so much.
Shouts out to him.
Vince Wilfork, come on the pod.
I'm sure bro, I'm gonna start DMing people again, bro. Maybe we shot a little too high. We got to go for like a fucking 7 stringer or some shit. Or one of the fucking XFL dudes. Who'd you say our quarterback is? Kellen Mond? I'm DMing him after this. I'm literally DMing him after this. Kellen Mond,
Well, it's a bad sign now because they're in season. You should have done it
right.
earlier.
No, you're right. I didn't know he was gonna be our quarterback. I didn't know we were gonna be.
We've known him for a while now.
I didn't know that we were gonna be Brahma fans. Shit, my fault.
You been watching the Destroying series?
No, what's his series?
He has the thing called Project NFL, and when he did it last year, trying to get he was fighting for the Brahmas kicker job with an ex NFL guy, and he ended up winning the job, and then he broke his neck, so he didn't know if he was ever gonna be able to play again.
Yeah.
And then he started it up again this year, and he's the kicker for the Brahmas this season, and he's trying to make it back to the NFL.
Oh, that's what's up. I've like what he just posted that on YouTube or something.
He's got a whole. It's like a documentary, but it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Never even heard of it. Shouts out to you, Destroying though.
Pat Bryant, 22 years old, 6'2", 204 pounds, out of Illinois.
Another guy I never. He gonna piss me off. But another guy I've never heard of before. You never heard of any of these guys. Shut the hell up.
He's a big outside threat. His hands are phenomenal. When you just think of the big outside guys, he's gonna come to mind in a couple years because that's what his role will be. He's also really, really good after the catch, but he's not gonna be running like cross routes or anything like that. He's a big outside guy, and that's pretty much what he is. His weaknesses are that his takeoff and his explosiveness isn't super out of this world. And then he's not good at like hiding the route that he's about to run if it is one of the crossing routes. So he kind of just gives away what he's about to do. But no, I think he's gonna be good.
Bro,
I like him a lot.
Sick? My last guy.
No, kind of.
Was that?
Nothing.
My last guy, tight end Mason Taylor from LSU, 6'5", 251. Some of his strengths. He's not fast enough to beat a bunch of corners, but he is fast enough to get past most linebackers and get on top of them. He has a expanded route tree. What's that?
Nothing.
I didn't even hear it, but I said get on top of the linebacker, so I'm assuming that was a fucking pause. He has a pretty big route tree for a tight end. He's not running just your little drags or anything like that. He has a pretty big route tree for a tight end. And he has pretty good athleticism for his size. Some of his weaknesses, he's not the best blocker. His technique isn't very good when it comes to blocking. And as a tight end, I hope you are able to block. And this is another thing that you just talked about. I don't even remember Pat something, whoever the hell you had. His routes are very easy to read. He doesn't do a great job on his breaks. And he's running them a little haphazardly. Why are you signing? It was Pat Bryant. All right, I don't have my next guys, but I do have one guy because Smalls told me to grab this guy, do this guy next time, Xavier Williams.
Say his name again?
Xavier Williams.
One more time.
Okay, so I'm going to try it again. Is it like Xavier? Like, is it Xavier?
So the first letter you're saying... What are you saying?
It's Xavier. It's one of those. Xavier Williams.
So the first letter, what is?
Did I write it? Did I put a fucking typo?
You're saying like zebra?
No, it's an X. Was it not? Is that not the name you told me?
Like X-ray?
Yeah. Was that not?
And not S like Sierra?
Oh, so it's
Savian.
Okay, Savian. That's kind of a hard name. I fuck with that name now. Savian, I kind of rock with that. Now let me go find my other two guys.
Oh, you funny as hell.
Bro, I gotta go back and watch when you told me to get fucking pick him, because I swear it was Xavier.
Terrence Ferguson.
Terrence Ferguson?
No, I already did Terrence Ferguson.
I was gonna say, did he switch to fucking football? You did Terrence Ferguson?
I think so.
Don't know my name, but
No, I didn't. Do Terrence Ferguson.
All right. Former Thunder. Um,
He's my favorite tight end in this entire class.
can I do your boy? Can I do Quinshawn Judkins?
You can do Q, yeah.
Q. You just fucking know him and shit. All right. So I got
Okay.
I got Xavier Williams, Terrence Ferguson, and Quinshawn Judkins.
You delayed as a motherfucker on my
Like,
screen. Am I
am
good
I?
on yours?
Speak.
No, you're good now. You're good now.
Oh,
I don't know what
you're
just
good then.
happened.
I don't know.
You weren't talking, and then when you like super. All right, I got Torrey Horton, wide receiver from Colorado State.
Mm-hmm.
I got Nick Nash, wide receiver, San Jose State, and I got Dorian Strong, cornerback from Virginia Tech.
Never heard of these guys. You could have made them up, and I still believe you. All right, those are our three guys.
I got Hurl. I got. All right, that's all the NFL talk we have for you on this Monday episode. Check back in on Friday. Unless we aren't filming, then we will be filming.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Um,
guess we didn't really talk about that between us two, like whether what we're doing with that or not.
we'll be here Friday. Check in Friday at noon. If you see an episode, then that means we recorded an episode.
If not, you'll see us on Tuesday, but you should see us on Friday. But yeah.
But we're gonna get into our worldwide wrestling waffle.
Kyron, welcome in. Be sure to drop a like. I know you just got here. Sub if you're new. I'm sure you already subbed, Kai. And Dark, continue to enjoy your stay. Now let's us four have a conversation.
And y'all can do the WrestleMania stream with us if we do one.
Who's
They really
Dark
should.
Dark and Kai. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down to have people in there. I don't care.
That'd be Kyron's first stream back in 27 years.
Hey, bro, I was just thinking about this when I was working today. Like, I'm so glad I haven't bought fucking the new WWE game because Kyron's ass is a fucking liar. His ass is a fucking liar. He's adding us in Discord talking about y'all gonna be on when the game drop. Y'all on this Friday. And his ass hasn't done one stream talking about he back when the new game drop. Like, his ass is a fucking liar. Like, I literally bought last year's WWE game, and me and him didn't play it not once. And I had so much fun beating his ass at 3 a.m. in the morning with fucking Cody Rhodes, but yeah, I'm glad I haven't bought that. Maybe I'll catch that game on a sale or some shit, but yeah, I'm glad I haven't bought it because his ass is a fucking liar. And I'm sure he's gonna see this, then add us in the Discord telling us to get it or some shit, but fuck you, Kai.
And I feel like I can sense that I'm getting old because MLB and WWE came out like the same week.
Don't have either of them.
I didn't even think about getting either of them.
Didn't think. Like 2K, I don't have. Madden, I got around Christmas. Don't have MLB. Don't have WWE. Like, I just don't game. I don't game. Like, I reset my PC, like factory reset it, like completely wiped it. The only game I got back was Valorant. Like, I literally didn't download anything else back to my PC.
You weak as fuck on Valorant.
I definitely am, but I didn't download anything back to my seat. Like, I didn't even think about reinstalling like fucking Fortnite. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. Like, there's literally nothing, and it's kind of sad. It's like I'm only 23, but are we getting to the age where it's like, you know, video games are just kind of just whatever? It's like, I'll do it if it's there, you know, if the friends want me to play, but you know, I'm never just running to go play anymore. Like, is that where we're getting?
Like I only play 2K.
I don't play.
Yeah.
I can't say that about any game. I only play this. Like, it's rare in a blue moon. Like, if I'm playing something, I play by myself. Like at 3 a.m. in the morning when I'm just up and I'm bored.
I don't play 2K unless I'm in a tournament. So unless Mike runs one of the tournaments, I'm not a gamer.
No, I'm not a gamer either, bro. And not that I was a gamer, like I was just cracked at everything, but like I just don't play. Like, and it's sad. Like, my cousin was talking to me about it at the courts the other day. Like that I don't play anything. Like, he was calling me lame and shit. But it's like, bro, and it's not even that I can't say like, oh, games these days are ass, because I'm just not playing shit. I'm just not interested.
And I feel bad because like me and Ant and Plug used to try like random ass games, but they're 3 hours behind. It's so hard to consistently play with them.
You would love Joe. You would love Joe. We get on Joe's ass all the time because it's like, bro, Joe is shooting fucking 3 for 75 on his game suggestions because he loves to suggest us games, and then we'll play it like one time and never touch it again, and then he always gets mad at us because it's like, bro, this group never wants to expand and play new games. Stick to your fucking Fortnite and shit. Like, he always gets mad at us when we don't want to play new shit. So if you want to play new games and try new shit out, Joe is your guy to go to. He's down to try anything. I could make a game right now in 3 minutes and Joe would want to buy it and play it. So if you want to try out new shit, Joe's your guy.
Me, Plug, and Ant used to play something, but we'd play for like an hour because we would spend 2.5 hours determining what we were gonna play. It'd be like we'd just be sitting there for 2 hours, and Plug would finally just get pissed when we decide to actually get on something. I miss those days, man. I miss
And
them.
then,
I hope
yeah,
they don't see this though, because they're gonna get on my ass.
and
Because I still I still talk like I'm a gamer, but like I haven't played with them in a minute. I haven't played with them since we was on RP with Prado and Dart.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
And Plug didn't even play that.
like I miss like not last year summer, but the summer before. What's that? 2023 summer. We was on 2K, like even the wreckers, like the wreckers aren't a thing anymore. Like me, you, Morgan, Mari, Boogs, Kev, we were on every fucking day. Every day. The Sunday morning runs might have been my favorite thing of all time. Before it was right before football started, we had like an hour and a half, 2 hour window. That's Kyron would join us, Vontae. We just run some fucking wreck for a couple hours before football started. Me, Kamari, and Morgan were on MLB The Show till like 6 or 7 in the morning every fucking night that summer. Man, we was all doing Fortnite fucking only up and shit. Like,
Speaking of Morgan, I felt so bad the other day because I hadn't seen Morgan in.
Bro, yes. I know you're. Oh, that's not what you were talking about. I felt so fucking bad I didn't say happy birthday to Morgan. I felt so bad because literally I knew Morgan's birthday was coming up, and I pride myself on being good with birthdays. I checked my calendar like last week, March 23rd. I checked my calendar like last week, so a couple days ago. I checked my calendar like last week. And I was like, I know Morgan's birthday's in March. Did I miss it yet? And I checked my calendar on my phone, and I had it in there. It said, no, it was March 23rd. So I'm all right. I got like a week, and I'll tell him happy birthday. March 23rd comes and goes, and then it's March 24th, and I'm like, holy shit, I completely forgot to tell him happy birthday. So I apologize, Morgan. I love you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you and the wifey and the family are doing well. But what were you saying?
I didn't even know his birthday. I feel bad, but I hadn't talked to him in a long time, and he played in a tournament for the first time in forever the other day, and he got picked. So I went over and I talked to him for a little bit, and I just was talking to him and saying hoping the family's doing good and all that, and asking him how his job was going, and just casual talk. And then he lost first round. They got swept first round.
Yeah.
He played 2 games, and I was like, damn, Morgan ain't played in forever, and he did his thing too. He played good. It's just.
That was the first series when you guys were asked the second when you guys sold the second series, right? Who was you guys' center? Because he was fucking the other team's center up, and then Morgan had to switch it. Yes, he was fucking whoever their center was up, and then Morgan had to switch on to him. I think it was, but yeah. And that's when Morgan was like sitting in the Discord call for like fucking 24 hours afterwards. After that, huh? Yeah. And I don't know who it was, but somebody had posted in the Discord and it fucking killed me. Morgan sitting in the Discord call, and it was Stephon Diggs looking at the Chiefs celebrate with the confetti falling down, and it fucking killed me, bro. It was hilarious.
So, I'm gonna ask you a question. You can say no.
Yes, we're doing SmackDown. like, come on, man.
Randy Orton comes out and has a long ass entrance, and he's talking, and then Kevin Owens comes out. Damn! How does this intro start? This intro's tough too.
Yeah.
But Kevin comes out and says he was wrong. Says he apologizes. Says that Randy didn't deserve what he did. Cody and Sammy did, but he was upset that Randy chose Cody's side. So that's why he did what he did. And he wants them to,
like oily. I feel like I'm fucking glistening, bro. Like I said this before we started recording. Sorry to cut you off, but I just feel like I look fucking sweaty and oily. And sorry, I apologize. I mean, that was bad.
You do smell stinky.
All right, never fucking mind. I don't apologize for shit. Go ahead, Kevin Owens.
Kevin says he wants to go for tag gold at WrestleMania with Randy because neither one of them really have a direction. And Randy said, like, let me think about it real quick. I've never heard Kevin apologize for something before or say it was wrong. And then he goes, you can take your apology and shove it up your ass. And he goes, it used to be fight Owens fight. Now it's just bitch Owens bitch. Bitch Owens bitch. and he's talking about how the pile driver brought the voices back in his head, and that dropping him on his head was a beautiful thing for Randy. And that's gonna be the Mania match for them too. They're just gonna go
Yeah,
against
you
each
got
other.
you
But
got to
my
know
question:
this is their Mania match. Yeah, what's up?
Does Randy ever like push for another championship? He's at 14, but
Yes, I think when Cena wins, I think he goes after Cena. Not I don't know if he wins it, but I think him and Cena have a match for the title. When Cena wins, are you raising an eyebrow for that? Because I said when Cena wins.
you said when Cena wins.
Yeah, it's not if Cena wins, it's when Cena wins.
So they're gonna cancel him against Cody and put him against Gunther.
Oh, you want to put some money on it? You got Cody, I got Cena.
No, but like no.
Oh, this isn't a crazy tangent because it's about WWE. But Dark and I, sometimes we haven't done it in a while. I think last time we did was maybe SummerSlam. But we should do this. We're gonna predict the entire, just the matches for Mania, and we do gifted subs. So if say it's me, you, and Dark, it's oh yeah, sorry, that's tough to hear for you. Tough to hear for you. I apologize. I'm gonna have you relapse. But yeah, it's like first place gets, and it's obviously like whoever gets the first place gets 2 subs from the other 2 losers. Second place gets 1 sub or some shit like that. We'll figure out how many subs. But are you down to join that? We're just like picking games and shit, or not games but matches. You're down? All right, bet. Continue. But
Naomi.
Cody. I got John. You got Cody.
Whoa. No, I'm not doing that.
So who you taking? The fucking Rock joining the match and winning? Who you taking?
I'm not taking either of them. I'm just watching for the love of the game.
Oh, okay. I respect it.
Because like I want Cody to win, but it's like John's little bitch ass is like,
for sure.
Man, fuck you, John.
Exactly. Fuck you, John.
John Cena sucks.
I love hearing it. Fuck you, John. Big Cody around here, baby.
After that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful segment, we get some absolute horse shit. We get Drew and Shinsuke versus Jimmy and Damian. And why the hell do I care about this match?
I skipped through this. Hey, but Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest are doing a pretty good job.
Jimmy pulls Drew out of the match. He gets attacked by Shinsuke. Shinsuke goes back into the ring. Damian hits the South of Heaven on him. Damian never loses anymore.
I love Damian Priest, but his ass don't lose. Like, holy hell.
And then Drew attacks Priest after the match and beats him to death like usual. After that, we get LA Knight and Braun Strowman having their little segment. Winner of him and Fatu get a chance at LA Knight, and he's telling Braun that he's gonna make sure that the family, they'll have his back against the Bloodline. And Braun wants a WrestleMania match. Then we get some absolute heat. Charlotte was on Tiffy's ass, dog.
Tiffy, come here. Bring it in close, Tiffy, but not too close. I'm not trying to fight Ludwig. Tiffy, I don't know what they're doing with you, Tiffy. I love you. I don't know why they made you a babyface, because you got your ass absolutely fucking torched by Charlotte Flair. You were fucking awful. You were fucking horrendous. Horrendous. Charlotte cooked her ass, bro. It was a hard watch. And my brother has called Tiffany Stratton cringy for a while now, and I've never been really been one to say that, but this was definitely a cringe-worthy segment just as far as Tiffany Stratton goes. Charlotte did a really good job.
Your brother's an intelligent guy.
But yeah, Tiffany Stratton, it was not a fun watch watching her do that promo.
It was an interview between the two. Charlotte calls her a pick me. Tiffany was like, yeah, when I was first here, you were one of the first people to believe in me, and now that I'm getting close to you, you're afraid now. And Charlotte was just a condescending dickhead like the entire time, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
She says, I'm the only woman in the locker room that tells you the truth, and you're not a fan of that. Tiffany responds back, which was she gave a good line to her. She said that you find the hottest thing and throw water on it. And then Charlotte cooks her ass and says, "Honey, you're not even the hottest on SmackDown."
Mm-hmm. And Tiffany repeated that line, and Charlotte.
She said it again.
Tiffany said something along the lines like, "Everybody compares me to you, Charlotte Flair," and Charlotte was like, "Everybody's compared to me because I'm the top," and I was like, "God damn, Charlotte is cooking."
She said, "You've never been across from me. You've been under me this entire time, or
Yeah,
beneath me, I
Tiffy
guess."
got whooped. It was, and
And
this
then
is why I was
Tiffy,
hoping I didn't make her a baby face, man. This is why I was hoping because it just doesn't work for her character. It doesn't.
Tiffy said something about like they would be rooting for her, and nobody really gives a fuck about
Oh
Charlotte
yeah.
anymore.
Oh yeah.
And she says they're either wooing or booing, baby.
Like, bro, yeah, Charlotte roasted,
She
like,
cooked,
bro,
bro.
cooked her, bro. It wasn't
The
close.
only thing, the only good thing Tiffy said the entire time was I liked the water thing until Charlotte pushed it back in her face. And the ending it, she said that they don't bow for you anymore.
Yeah,
Run on Tiffy
Tiffy
time,
time. Yeah,
and that was cool. But
yeah, but
Tiffy, head over to catering with Naya. Get back to your homie.
Where the fuck is
That shit.
Naya? Now that I think about it, her ass has been MIA for the past couple of weeks. Where is
She
she?
said on Twitter they were like, "Where you been?" And she said catering.
Man,
We got Fatu and Strowman.
mm-hmm.
Fatu intro
Mm-hmm.
is so tough,
It is, bro.
and
Ah!
I haven't
Ooh!
appreciated it before.
5, 2. It's so good. It's so good.
And the fans were rocking for this match the entire time, and it confused me
Hated the
because it's
ending.
like, Braun tried for the Express
Uh-huh.
and gets shut down. About a minute later, he tries again, and it works. He's pushing Fatu back into the ring, and he body slams him. Tamatonga jumps in, and Braun catches him, and then as he's holding him on his shoulders, Solo hits the Samoan spike, so it's a DQ.
Yeah,
And Fatu immediately like blew his gasket. Like,
for sure.
why the fuck would you be doing that? Understandable.
Yeah, because like,
And then
why
they're
are
all
you
out there
trying
beating
to,
on him.
like, he's trying to get a shot. There's something similar that happened on Raw too, but it's like you're trying to help him by interfering in a number one contendership match, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, it's only a matter of time before I think Jacob Fatu is, I guess, whether he's not full on babyface, but before he's babyface, because the crowds already fucking love him. So by any week now, he's just gonna be a full on babyface and be turned against Solo. We'll see where Tamatonga lies in all of this, but it's only a matter of time before he's fucking whooping Solo's ass.
LA Knight comes out to save Braun,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of have their little stare off at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then back in the backstage, Fatu tells Solo that he better watch his back because he was pissed.
Mm-hmm. Not a guy you want pissed off.
Before we started, I told Herlins, the WWE better figure it the fuck out because they're about to lose a viewer real fast.
I figured this is why. And I agree with you.
We get Piper Niven versus Zelina Vega. And Lord have mercy, Zelina.
And they played
phenomenal.
her entrance music, and I was like, boy, who the fuck is this? Because they gave her
Dog shit.
It
was just SmackDown.
I was like, who the fuck is this? But yeah, it ended up being Zelina. But yeah, continue.
It's just the SmackDown theme, and it's fucking god awful. Chelsea Green had a couple interferences in this match. Yay. Piper dominated like the entire time though. The entire time until the very end where Zelina got some momentum, but like she was just out there getting her ass whooped. And we had finally said Zelina's gonna get some momentum her own way, and it pisses me off.
I expected it to be, and I still expect it to be Zelina and Chelsea to be the Mania match for the belt. But it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Why is she losing to fucking Piper Niven? I thought it'd be she beats Piper, then next week she faces Alba Fire, then she earns her shot at Chelsea Green, maybe at Mania or whenever it is. But to have her lose to Piper Niven, it didn't make any sense. So hopefully they continue Zelina and her pushing through this and getting to Chelsea Green eventually. But yeah, I don't understand why she lost this match.
Zelina goes for the 619. She gets caught, but she pulls off the satellite DDT, and it was tough. She rocks Chelsea, hits the 619 on Piper, and then she gets distracted by Alba Fire, kicks her in the face, and then the running crossbody from Big Piper ends the match. And it just absolutely infuriates me. Jade Cargill had her backstage segment with Kathy Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying that it's just a glimpse of what Naomi's going to get when she goes out there against Liv.
Speaking of cringy, I'm not a fan of Jade Cargill's promos. I think they just sound so fake and just
sucks.
It just doesn't sound real, like, at all. It just sounds so fake. Her promos, that's where I think cringy fits. Like, her promos just are so cringy. It just doesn't work for me.
See me in my office.
Yeah, her promos just don't work for me.
Liv and Jade both have absolutely elite intros, so shouts out to them. She ragdolls Liv for a good while in this match, and then Raquel is like, "We don't need this shit," and then they just start to fucking walk out.
Yeah.
And Jade turns and sees them walking out at one point and chases them down, beats her ass, and brings her back into the
Raquel's
match.
still walking
And
down as Liv's getting
Raquel just kept
over.
walking, yeah. And then like she noticed it too soon because she started to run back after him, and then she had to like stop and walk for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a really good match overall, though. They're both really good in the ring. But Jade sees Naomi ringside, so she stops beating on Liv for a while and goes over there. Liv goes for the Oblivion. Jade catches her and then clocks her, and Jade goes back towards Naomi again. Naomi catches her in the head with the title, allows Liv to actually pull off the Oblivion, and Naomi goes in and whoops Jade's ass after the end. And this is just an absolutely gorgeous feud because Lord have mercy, dog. Naomi looked
that
completely edible.
That caution tape or whatever. But I will say, I was one to say if it was right after Elimination Chamber happened and Bianca Belair won the Elimination Chamber, I said if it's Naomi and Jade at WrestleMania instead of Jade and Bianca, I will be hot. And I remember Connor saying he'd be hotter than fish grease was his exact words. But I have changed my ways. I will no longer be upset. I'm happy to see Naomi and Jade because for sure they are cooking.
Naomi's been really good as a heel so far, and their little Twitter beef is really good.
I was just going to mention it. Yeah, it definitely is.
Then we had another bogus ass segment of the Street Profits coming out to celebrate their titles. They get interrupted by Garza and Pretty Deadly.
I like this.
Pretty Deadly gets next week. Los Garza gets this week. Week. Match was okay. Montez Ford finishes it out, and we get Pretty Deadly and DIY backstage, and Tommaso is promising
trying to cut a deal.
Pretty much promising to help them beat the Profits in London next week to make sure that they get first in line. And then the Machine Gun comes out and it's like, yeah, you're the back of the line now, huh? It doesn't feel too good. Blah blah blah. Then we get that man's OTC coming out with Paul Heyman, and he's saying last month at Rumble Seth tried to kill him, but it's okay because last week at the Garden he tried to kill Seth. And then we get Seth interrupting him. And he's saying that you messed up. You should have let me kill Punk while I had the chance because Punk is not good for this business, blah, blah, blah. And then Punk interrupts, and he calls him Big Chief and Grimace. And when that's funny because he said Grimace.
I've been called Grimace before, too. Like, whenever I wear purple, people used to call me Grimace, too, so I found that funny. All right, and Smalls is gone. I will say it's a good thing you're wearing fucking pants when we record. It's a good thing you're not in fucking boxers or some shit, because we would have been fucking canceled.
Yeah. Whoa.
Put the fucking camera down. Let's get back to the waffle.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa. Yeah. So the OTC comes out and he calls him Big Chief. I'm sorry.
Big Chief and
But Punk says that neither one of them have ever beaten him without the other's help, which is pretty tough bar. Sure. And he thanks Roman for bringing the Riseman right to him.
Yeah, and gives Heyman a little look.
And this was an okay segment, but he absolutely cooked on Raw.
It was okay.
And then he attacks Roman, Rollins attacks Punk, and they just have a little brawl for a while. And they all had like their little moment to stand and point up to the sign. Yeah. That's how the show ends. Monday Night Raw
was official, yes. But for what it was, I definitely wanted a little more of them just talking to each other and talking shit. Because they all said like one line, then the next person came out. One line, next person came out. Then it was just a fucking brawl. So I wish it was a little bit more talking. But yeah. Monday Night Raw.
John Cena opens the show once again. He is laughing about the little toxic kid going viral.
Yeah. Telling us how terrible we are because we made a little kid a meme and made fun of him. I mean, and he's right.
He's not wrong. And then he talks about the spinner belt, and he says that.
Hey, bro, when he started talking about that belt, I was like, Cena, go and fucking win it. Because if he wins it and brings that fucking belt back, it's Big Cena to the day I fucking die. It's Big Cena. Fuck you, Cody, if John's gonna bring that fucking spinner belt back. Because that is the greatest WWE Championship belt there ever has been. And for all the people that fucking hate it and say it tarnishes the legacy, it looks like just a fucking toy. And I get it. It doesn't work with certain people. Like, it's not gonna work with guys like The Undertaker. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That belt was fucking beautiful and it worked with the guy, and the guy was John Cena. So if Cena goes on to win at WrestleMania, even if it's for only when he carries it, and then whenever he loses it, the other person switches it back or brings a new design, the spinner should come back if Cena wins at Mania. Sorry.
Cena says that they should have never let him know how glorious the title was to him, and that they didn't like that he was using it as a toy, and he said that he's going to ruin wrestling forever for everyone.
He's talking his talk right now, man.
He was talking his talk, and he said he's going to take the fun away from the other man that he's tied with right now, and everybody's going to forget the name of the Woo, Ric Flair, and he hit the little woo. It was kind of tough, and he said that everybody's going to remember the name John Cena, and then we get wrestling. It's more than one royal family. John's biggest mistake was talking while Cody was in the building, according to Cody. He puts the title on the ground and says, "Come on, John, take it. Take the title if you want it so badly." And John like starts to, but then he knows it's like a little trap, so he walks away. And he said, he screams at him before he walks away, and he said, "Yeah, John, this is how you..." And everybody was like cheering, and as soon as he screams, they all fucking silence. He said, "This is how you walking out today. This is how you gonna walk out of WrestleMania, and this is how you gonna walk out of the WWE empty-handed." That shit was tough.
Yeah, and I see people upset saying the WWE trying to like protect Cody. I think this just builds, a little. I guess I don't know if anticipation is the word, but like I think, I guess anticipation is the word. Like just for their next promo battle.
After them, just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. And they go,
not the dance. Sorry. Go ahead.
And they go, I wonder who his tag team partner is gonna be. And a lot of people had speculated it was gonna be, say his name and he appears. But Jimmy walks out behind him doing the dance with him too. It was hard.
With this, yeah.
But they're going against A-Town Down, so who really gives a fuck? Split them up immediately, please. I want to see Austin Theory alone again. But it was cool to see Jimmy and Jay back together. All four guys did look good in this match, but it's kind of a match where Jay's not going to lose this close to Mania because it just doesn't make sense. Because we're not pushing A-Town Down.
For sure.
So they end up winning. Gunther comes out to attack him. Yeah. He kind of fights back a little bit, but then he slips and falls. And Jimmy has to protect him.
I hate that they're using Jey Uso botching his fucking springboard dive a couple of weeks ago, and now they're making this into a story where Jay's just fucking got the fucking, what is it called when like
the yips,
got the fucking yips or something. He's nervous now, lost his jumper or some shit, like in Thunderstruck when the kid took Katie's fucking abilities. Now
I love that movie.
I do too. Like he just don't know how to wrestle anymore and shit. I don't like this. I don't like it, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm glad that Jimmy's a part of this story for now. So see where it goes.
We get Raquel and Liv backstage talking. Dom and Carlito pop in. Liv tells Raquel to go get the Intercontinental Championship, and Carlito says maybe it's my time to go get it too.
Shut your ass up, Carlito.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, you too, Raquel.
No. Raquel, keep talking.
Raquel, shut your motherfucking ass up.
I love you, Raquel.
I don't like you, Raquel. Don't come on the pod. We get Ray backstage. Liv Morgan, let's start our own pod.
Fuck you. I'll fucking kill you.
We get Ray backstage with that bald motherfucker. And he's supposed to have his match against Gable. And Gable comes in and it's like, I had this doctor's note says I can't fight tonight. Yeah. But maybe Dragon Lee should fight the El Grande Americano. And that's not me for sure. And they're saying it is Chad. And Chad's saying it's not him. So they agreed to let Dragon Lee take on the new guy. We get Lyra versus Raquel. We know Raquel's not winning, so this is a match I don't give a fuck about. Lyra Valkyria is very, very good though.
I love Lyra.
Liv interrupts, Liv interrupts to help Raquel. Lyra rolls her up for the win. Liv jumps in and starts to beat her with Raquel. Bailey comes
Roll
out
them
for
out.
whatever fucking reason.
I think this is gonna. I think this is where I holy fuck. A couple of weeks ago, I said I don't know what they're doing with Liv Morgan. I think this is what they do with Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. So it seems like the women's tag belts won't be defended. It seems like it's. I think they're probably to do something Lyra, Bailey, and Liv maybe for the IC title because Lyra doesn't have anything going on right now for that belt, and I think that belt needs to be at Mania, and Lyra needs to be at Mania, and Bailey doesn't have shit going on because what the fuck happened with her and Roxanne? So I think it's gonna be Lyra, Bailey, and Liv for the IC title at Mania.
Maybe Roxanne will be in there. Probably not though. She's still down in NXT. One day I want to see someone come out to like save the other person in the ring and then just get their ass whooped too. Like every time someone comes in, they always just automatically dominate.
For sure.
Like
even if it's three people in the ring, the one person that comes in will just fucking tee up and yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I just want to see them come in and be like, yeah, and then get the fucking ass whooped. I think that'd be funny. But after that, we get Jay sitting on the stairs, and Jimmy comes down to talk to him, and Jimmy doesn't understand why Jay is in his own head. Jay messes up and says that he's 3-0 against Gunther, which he's actually 0-3, and that irritated me.
Tighten up, dog. Tighten up.
But Jimmy says that this version of Jay can't beat Gunther. He needs to bring back the right-hand man. He needs to bring back main event Jey Uso. He needs to find himself again because this version of Jay is a joke. And then he sees Gunther walking around, and
what?
He said he wanted to see him next week, and then slaps the fuck out of Gunther.
Fuck out of Gunther, like slap the fuck out of him, and Gunther just sitting there smiling, bro. That fuck kayfabe, fuck the story, bro. That slap was a little too fucking hard, Jimmy. Like damn.
Adam Pearce comes out with the contract that Rhea, Bianca, and Io signed. He said Rhea's signature's not official, doesn't matter at all. He said Rhea's not in the match, and Rhea only wants the match on her time, and Bianca earned it at Mania. And then Io comes out and didn't do a damn thing, but she doesn't care about the contract. She said it doesn't matter who's at Mania because she's the champion and she'll take on both if she has to. And then Bianca comes out and it's like, no, we're not doing that. Rhea doesn't deserve this match. It's me versus you. And she wants the chamber win to matter, which I get, but if she didn't deserve it, she didn't deserve it. Yeah. Bianca just bitching. And then Rhea comes out and Rhea looked fine as hell.
Wasn't it?
I don't know how many times she's outlooked Bianca though, and I think this is one of them.
Okay.
Maybe the first time in all of the world's history, but she said, "I don't give a damn about WrestleMania. She just wants to go through whoever she has to go through to get her title back." And then they started pissing Adam Pearce off. He was about ready to blow a gasket. Rhea bitches Io again. Yeah. And he said the solution is Rhea and Io next week on Raw, and winner against Bianca at Mania. So I'm sure Rhea will probably win again.
Guest referee now. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
So you already know it's gonna be some fucking random ass shit that happens. Bianca hits both of them, and Rhea's inserted into the fucking match at Mania.
Dom offers Penta to join Judgment Day. Penta starts the offer, and he's like, no, you got the Intercontinental Championship. Go focus on that and think about it. And then we see Pierce backstage again with Kofi and Xavier, and they're like, we want the tag team at WrestleMania, and we don't want them. We're demanding our chance at WrestleMania. And he's like, if you just saw what happened, then you wouldn't be here demanding it. If you asked for next week, then you could have gotten it. But he said, don't let the door hit you where your mama split you or some shit like that. Or the good Lord split you, yeah. And we get Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano, and you know damn sure I wasn't wasting my time watching this bullshit.
This is a pretty decent match, I guess, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this Chad Gable story. I'm not gonna lie.
They gave him a goofy little entrance, and I kind of fucks with it, but other than that, it was a solid match because they're both good. But Chad Gable took off Dragon Lee's mask and then put him in an ankle lock, and I'm cool. Punk comes out, and he said he's not in a good mood. He said that he wants what he wants, and he's not getting what he wants, and then he goes, "Or am I?" and the whole crowd like cheers for him. He says he works with children. Roman and Rollins are everything with them's personal. It's just business with him, babe. And I love CM Punk so much. And I wish I need to see what Cameron thinks about D-Mills putting CM Punk over the Undertaker in their little TikTok. But
I didn't see that.
I
didn't see them do
they did like a blind ranking five WWE people because they were promoting Stephanie McMahon, her little
Really?
thing on ESPN Plus. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's what's up.
But Punk says that there's two guys in his way, and they got to go so he can get what he wants. He said his wise man isn't just his wise man, and he says the contract is on Friday, and he wishes it would be tonight, but it's not. So he's gonna have to.
Again, coming out to tell the crowd, yeah, they're not here tonight. We're actually doing it this Friday, so you guys should have bought tickets to SmackDown, not to Raw, to see that. Like, bro, I hate that shit so much. He did it. Seth
I actually
Rollins
like
did
this
it. Paul
segment,
Heyman
though.
did it. His segment was good. It was a lot better than the way Seth and Heyman did it. He actually said some shit. But I always just find it funny when they go out and tell the crowd, yeah, we're gonna do it next week. We're gonna do it this Friday in front of a different crowd. Not you guys. But yeah.
But he says, is this contract, I'm going to have to read the fine print, because is this contract going to get me to closer to what I want to do, or is it just going to be another rug pull where I'm doing a bunch of bullshit? Mm-hmm. Then we get Braun Breaker and Kathy Kelly backstage. There's the Judgment Day being involved, worry him. He says no, he's going to beat Penta because the dogs are barking in Glasgow. And speaking of it being in Glasgow, Drew McIntyre not being here.
I was shocked. I definitely thought he was going to be there.
We get Penta and Braun, and I wrote that Penta doesn't really make sense to me because he's so good in ring, and he's getting really good opponents, but like I just don't really care about any of his storylines lately. Like him and Ludwig had gotten boring. Him and Braun, it was cool, but like I wasn't super invested in it, so I don't really know what he's got to do, but.
I think it's been fine. Like a lot of his matches to begin with were just exhibition, just kind of showing him off because he just got to the WWE. But yeah, him when Ludwig was pretty interesting in the beginning. Then it kind of got dragged out. Him and Butch or Pete Dunne, I never was interested in at all. Him and Braun Breaker, depending on where it goes, I think it could be pretty interesting. I'm sure they're gonna add like Dom Mysterio or Finn Balor or whichever one of those two at Mania or something. Because I think that this is not the last time we see them two together. I think we're going to see, in some capacity, Braun Breaker and Penta in another match together pretty soon here. So, nah.
Carlito and Dom were out there to try to, like, root on Penta. Mm-hmm. Braun Breaker, absolutely elite. Yeah. Dom and Carlito try to interrupt. They both get killed by Braun. Mm-hmm. Dom then proceeds to hit Braun, so he gets Penta disqualified.
We saw this on Raw. It's like, if you're trying to help somebody, why the fuck are you DQing him in a championship match? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what WWE is doing here with this.
He starts to kind of get an overhand on Braun, but then Braun starts to just whoop his ass, and Finn comes out and hits him with the steel chair out of nowhere, because we hadn't seen Finn all night. Yeah. And then he hands the chair to Dom and gets Dom to start beating on him with the steel chair, and then Dom gives the chair to Penta to try to like get him to hit him, and instead he throws it back to Dom and then gives him a super kick, and Finn didn't like that, so Finn beats Penta's ass, and I just really want Finn to go face and get away from this whole story. Yeah, Sierra. That's all we got.
Yeah, Judgment Day and Raw on top. It feels like we're back in 2023, but yeah, you know, Raw was decent today, nothing special. I think SmackDown's been a little bit better these past couple weeks, to be honest, than Raw. But, yeah.
Bro, Raw has too many damn
commercials. Like, fuck. It's welcome back, guys. It's Raquel Rodriguez making her entrance. And up next, after these commercials, Raquel Rodriguez will be having her match. It's the absolute worst, bro. It's the worst. But, yeah, that is all we got for today. Be sure to go down, like, comment, and sub if you haven't already. We'll see you guys on Friday. We appreciate you guys watching. Have a great rest of your days, and peace.